take us back to the beginning. How did you discover your passion for martial arts, stunt work, and acting?
Oh wow, that goes way back. I think when I was probably 3 years old, my dad used to show me all those VHS tapes of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, and that's really that became the motivator why I wanted to do what I'm doing right now. Yeah, because I found somehow that I don't know some kind of a fire inside me was ignited, that flame, and I knew by just watching them that I wanted to do the same thing. Um, and so I went on to join a martial arts training center by the age of 11, I think it was. And yeah, I grew up in Germany, so there weren't that many facilities to train, especially Chinese martial arts. It wasn't that well known at the time. But I started off with Wing Chun, a Chinese Kung Fu style. And then later on, I went to um, compete in Chinese Wushu and became a German national team member. So, yeah, that's kind of the story with the martial arts. I also went to the Shaolin Temple for a while when I was 15 years old. So, and yeah, um, sorry, was the question also how I got into film and
Yeah.
acting? Yeah. Um, with film, I kind of similar way from when I was very little. I used to my father had this big VHS camera that I would take and as a kid just starting to shoot all of kind of different short films, and I would write scripts. I remember, and when I had birthday parties, that was a funny thing. I threw a birthday party. I was probably between the age of 8 and 12, and I invited all my friends at home and just to help me shoot a film. They weren't aware of that, but I had the costumes ready, I had the camera set up, and it was actually a kung fu movie that we wanted to do. So yeah, like really from an early age on, I was fascinated with cinema. And I went on to actually direct and produce also a couple of short films that recently won some awards at film festivals. So I love to be behind the camera as well as in front of the camera. And then later on, I went to London to study more acting and graduated from there with my acting diploma. Um, in 2010, I was very lucky to get the chance to meet with Jackie Chan, and so I joined his team in 2011 for the first time. That was the first film, Chinese Zodiac, or maybe you know it. And so I went on to shoot a lot of films with him and basically learned all the skills about filmmaking and especially martial arts filmmaking from him. So yeah. Yeah.
That actually might be the answer to this next question. But when you look at your career as a whole, who or what's had the biggest influence, either personally or professionally?
Um, well, professionally, definitely Jackie and also Bruce, I would say. Those two were were and still are my idols, right? Um, and then personally, I think my parents, my mom, my dad, they were very supportive of me when they raised me up because we come from a artist background. Like my mom is a um, vocal coach and also an actress, and my dad is a conductor for classical music. So we always so they kind of always supported um, whatever I wanted to do, right? And I chose to go with film and also the martial arts, which the martial arts was kind of unusual in our family. I think no one ever had done that before. So um, yeah. So yeah, overall, my parents and Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan. There are a lot of other idols I have when it comes to music. For example, Elvis. I'm a big fan of Elvis Presley. Um, And I I would say I pick a lot of from even artists from today that are still alive and doing what they're doing. And I try to pull from different uh, areas as well, not only martial arts. So, for example, music is a huge inspiration, and I try to, when I listen to music, some that would underline a certain character. For example, Kung Lao in Mortal Kombat, I would try to get and draw some inspiration out of that, for example. Yeah. So.
Yeah, speaking of Mortal Kombat, the film is out now and it's been incredibly well received. What do you think is resonating most with audiences?
It's so crazy because the Mortal Kombat community, they're like straightforward, they're really honest with you and with what they think. So it gives you a good feeling of how the movie is being received. And I must say that personally speaking, I'm very happy with the result. Um, of course, I wish there would be much more of Kung Lao, but hopefully in the future we'll get him back. Who knows? Um, yeah, but overall, the reviews and the comments for Kung Lao have been overwhelmingly positive. So that's a good thing. I mean, that kind of shows that I must have done something right. And yeah, it's number one at the box office, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I would have never thought to be in a movie that is the number box office in the world. So it's amazing. Yeah.
Did you feel any pressure heading into this project, just given how iconic Kung Lao is and how big this franchise is?
Yes, but also I have to say that a lot of the other actors, they had to fill those big footsteps, and we're all standing on shoulders of giants. Basically, that's what it is. So actors like Ludi Lin, who is portraying Liu Kang, that character had been we have seen him before, and other actors have portrayed him. The same goes with Shang Tsung, played by Chin Han. And for Kung Lao, that was one of the things that excited me, because we have never seen Kung Lao on the very big screen. We have seen in a couple of TV series, but never, on a big screen in cinema. So that definitely added to the pressure. But at the same time, I felt kind of liberated too, because I was giving a lot of freedom to play with it and just show the audience my version of it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's an incredible fight sequence with your character towards the end of the film. And what was your reaction like when you saw that finished product and that scene in particular?
Oh gosh. Um, it was kind of surreal. I remember I was sitting in the cinemas watching it with the cast members, and that wasn't even the finished product, because they still hadn't done a lot of the VFX, and music wasn't finished, but it already left such a huge impression on me. Like, it was amazing, because Mortal Kombat is out of this world, right? It's like something so unique. And yeah, seeing that all come to life, Kung Lao using his hat and doing all those fatalities, and yeah, it's a fun project, because I think we are now combining martial arts elements with fantasy movie genre, and also horror. So yeah, we're all mixing those things together, and it's just fun to see how it all comes together. And I really enjoyed the process of it all. Yeah.
Yeah, this is your biggest acting role to date. Did
Yeah.
anything surprise you about the experience? What was the biggest takeaway for you as an actor?
That's it's a funny question, because I've been working in the film industry for over 10 years already, but I've never been treated like that. you know yeah, well, I started, I originally I think the first thing I did when I joined the film industry was being an extra, just walking in the far background when the main star is doing his thing. And so I kind of know what it is to be in a different department or being a crew member. Then later I became a stuntman, and it's just I would say there's a hierarchy definitely in film business, but overall it's always nice to see when especially directors or famous actors treat other people that are working with them the same way, and I try to do the same, because I think in the end we are all working together, and we're trying to get this film done and make it as good as possible. So yeah, showing respect for everyone is the most important. So I just, to answer your question, I just stay who I am, and yeah, just try to be humble and easy to work with.
In addition to the film, you also released your debut single. Can you tell us about Flawless Victory and how that came to fruition?
Flawless Victory is kind of just an expression of how I feel or felt for a long time. And I thought it would be quite nice to have something that goes along with Mortal Kombat, that yeah, just to share with people, and give them a better understanding of who I am and what I do and how I feel. And well, basically the song is about never giving up and always striving to become a better version of yourself. And no matter if people want to stop you or telling you that you can't achieve a certain thing, you have to in life keep pushing for what you believe in. So this is in essence what the song is about. And I wanted to, well, I felt the urge to express that. And it just so happened with this song. Yeah.
Yeah, as we look ahead to the rest of the year, can we expect more music from you?
Uh, I have another song in line. Not sure when I will share that with you guys, but it's been a long time since I've last done music. So I used to be in a rock band way back when I was in high school, but it was so much fun, and yeah, I'm thinking to, well, depends on how much time I have, but um, yeah, I want to do some more songs and keep doing music. I think it's fun. I don't take it, to be honest with you, I don't take it as a business or anything. I just love to make music. That's whether or not people like it, whether people like it or not. I don't really care. I just it's kind of it get, yeah, it gives me that feeling of um, being free and to just express myself the way I want to. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We were talking a little bit earlier about how well this film has been received. What has that response meant to you? I know that on your social platforms, you're constantly sharing the different fan art and the screen grabs that people are sharing with you. What has that response meant to you?
Oh my God, it's been 100% positive on my side. Like receiving all those comments from the fans and them even drawing like pictures of Kung Lao or doing some kind of video editing and animated stuff. Yeah, it's great. Like it's weird at the same time. Like suddenly, like I said, I've been in a film business for a decade, and now I'm just getting so much attention. So not really used to that, but it's still like a good feeling, and I'm very happy that the fans like it, and um, well, we do it for them, right? We do it for the fans, the audience. I think as an actor, that's our job to serve the people, the audience, to have a great experience. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then besides Mortal Kombat, where can fans see you next? Do you have any upcoming projects that we can expect from you?
Um, we'll see because um, I think I want to for the next one I want to just wait and see and pick the right project because I feel that yeah I want to do stuff that has quality, of course. So um, we'll see. Nothing's decided yet, but you can next see me in Snafu. That's a film with Jackie Chan and John Cena. I think it's gonna be out soon on Netflix. Um, and yeah, hopefully there'll be more in
Yeah.
the near future. Yeah.
Yeah, and we just like to end all of our interviews with a pop culture speed round. What is your guilty pleasure TV show?
Uh, I would say I like Warrior.
What about a favorite book?
Book.
Yeah.
Okay. Lately, I've been reading a book on the martial arts, and it's a Japanese book called "The Demon's Sermon on the Martial Arts." Um,
Oh, cool.
it's more about the philosophy of it. Probably not for everyone, but people who are into the martial arts, I can recommend it. Um, I love the Paulo Coelho book, The Alchemist. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
What about a band or artist that fans would be surprised to learn is on your playlist?
Um, to be honest with you, I kind of listen to a lot of different genres. Um, well, I did a rock song, so something in contrast would probably Eminem.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And then final question for you. What's your dream role?
Dream role. Kung Lao in Mortal Kombat 2.